Okay, so next topic is importance of universal law of gravitation. Let us talk about all the importance of universal law of gravitation. First importance is the force that bind us to the earth. Okay. Second one, the motion of the moon around the earth. Third, the motion of planets around the sun and the tides due to moon and the sun. Okay, so these things you need to write down these all importance in your notebook, because please see one more time: the force that binds us to the earth, the motion of the moon around the earth, the motion of the planet around the sun, and the tides due to the moon and sun. Okay, now next topic is free fall. What do you understand by free fall? This is free fall. I am not putting any pressure, I am not putting any type of force on this marker, and this marker automatically come downward toward the earth. We have learned that the earth attracts object towards it, and this is due to the gravitational force. Whenever objects fall toward the earth under this force alone, we say that the objects are in free fall. Is there any change in velocity of falling objects? While falling, there is no change in the direction of motion of the objects, but due to the earth's attraction, there will be change in the magnitude of velocity. Any change in velocity involves acceleration. Whenever an object falls toward the earth, an acceleration is involved, and this acceleration is due to earth's gravitational force. Therefore, this acceleration is called acceleration due to the gravitational force of the earth, or acceleration due to gravity, and it is denoted by g, and the unit of g is the same as the acceleration, that is meter per second square. Let us see one thing, that if right now this marker is at a stationary point, and during free fall this object attains some velocity, not only velocity, some change in velocity, and if there is any change in velocity, then it also involves some type of acceleration, and here this acceleration is known as acceleration due to gravitational force or acceleration due to gravity. Okay, and which is denoted by a small g. Okay, and the SI unit of acceleration due to gravity is meter per second square. Okay, we know that force is equals to mass into acceleration. If I take the case of acceleration due to gravitational force, then it converted into m into g, where this g is acceleration due to gravity, acceleration due to gravity. Okay, we know that the force of attraction between two objects is equals to g into mass of one object into mass of another object into this upon d square, the distance between two objects. Okay, we know that force is equals to mass into gravity. Put the value of mg. This m cut, and we got the formula G equals to capital G into m upon d square. M upon d square. Okay. C. If you take distance will be equal to radius of earth. Radius of earth. So it is converted into this formula. Okay, we know that the earth is not perfect sphere. As the radius of earth increases from the poles to the equator, the value of g become greater at the pole than the equator. For most calculation, we can take g to be more or less constant on the near the earth, but for objects far from the earth, the acceleration due to gravity earth is given by that calculated by 6.7 into 10 to power 11 minus 11 into mass of earth is 6 into 10 to power 24 kg upon radius of earth is 6.4 into 10 to power 6. When you solve, then you got this value 9.8 meter per second square, and this is the value of g, where g बराबर mass of earth बराबर and radius of earth बराबर meter. Okay, now the acceleration due to gravity is a constant value which is equals to 9.8.